this game was sent in by you. It is a 2v2, and it is what you're both Sweden versus a France and who?
French and a Polish player.
Okay. And
so on the right we have let's see, Bizark, and I'm on the left. I'm left Sweden, so yeah.
Yep. And then we'll figure out who is who, but Base Galatian was French, or was that Sunny Sashimi?
Sunny was French and Galatian was Polish.
Okay, there we go. So, good. So we'll call him Based and Sunny, I guess.
Yep.
Now going over
Alright,
armies. For you, the rules were 18 pounds, was it? One heavy cav?
24 pounds. Yeah, 24 pounds, one cav.
Okay.
I think we both went for we both went one 12 pounder, one howitzer, and one 3 pounder. I think we both took that.
I see that. Yep. Good choice for artillery. Really good variety as well. Really good long range, really good short range, and just the howitzer just do constant harassment damage. But for cavalry, you have got dragoons, garde du corps, which are basically hussars, aren't they? For Sweden, yeah.
So I have a heavy cav hidden on the forest to the left of me, but yeah. One thing I hate about this game is that I forgot my general in the back, and the Polish Cossacks catch him. Oh yeah, so I have to go with the rest of the game without a general.
Oh no, that really sets you back.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. Because the plan was that do you see the so I like the plan was to like do you see the forest to the left of to the right of the road down to the valley?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
I was gonna set up to the right there. Yeah. To the right of the forest, I was gonna set up, and I'm gonna have the 3 pounder, the 12 pounder at like the road, and then we were both going to assault down really aggressively.
For the 2 center points.
It did work. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
It did work. It's not. It worked better for Bizark. It didn't work as good for me, but we both won, at least.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, obviously it wouldn't have worked that well for you just because of losing your general.
Yeah. So.
Now army composition wise, do you want to quickly go over our army?
Yeah, sure. I have normal line infantry battalions. I have mostly just more than half of my army.
Yep.
Then I have 2 lights just to search ahead and scout, kind of. Let's see. I have 1 grenadier and 2 grenadiers and 2 elite infantries.
Yep, I see.
And that's most of it, I think.
Let's quickly check Bizark's army. He pretty much would have the same, yep, just Fusiliers, line, just a lot of the line infantry. Okay, then he has units of 2 units of elites, and then he's 4 elites. Yeah, wow, many elites. For his cavalry as well, we'll just quickly check what he has for cavalry. He's got a lot. He's got garde du corps, hussars, mounted Jaegers, and Schoensch's carabiners. I think the carabiners are his elite, like his heavy cav, if that makes sense. I'm pretty sure they're the ones who have Scare and Inspire. So that's really good armies.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you see? We see 2 French hussars, French hussars and Mamelukes. Are you just going to shoot them on the side? Nope, you're going to run them back.
I'm not gonna chase them. There are two of them, so I just like, nah, I'm not gonna chase those two. It's not worth it.
No.
One thing that kind of sets me back the entire game is that I'm going to be playing against the Polish, and the Polish have a lot of lancers, like an annoying a lot of lancers.
Yep.
To the point where I have to. It basically kind of handicaps me the entire game. I can't explain it to you. It's hard to explain, but you'll see why in a moment.
Okay.
When I set up my artillery. Yeah.
Yep. And I imagine it's also the guerrilla lances that are pretty annoying.
Yeah, I think my general's about to be charged by the guerrilla lancers soon. Let's see.
Keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, there they are. I can see them.
Oh, yep, they just spawned for me. Yep.
Poniatowski's closer.
Oh my god, look how aggressive they are. Running and then charge.
Yeah. And bye general. I'm still like angry at that. I do shatter them like a few minutes later, but
Yeah,
but
no,
it's like
that's such a dog
it
move.
won't bring back my general.
There's no rule against it, but
Yeah,
it is just
I know.
disrespectful, isn't it? I think it also just teaches people
It's
to
like, oh.
to always keep the general close by because that happens.
I'm really bad at keeping an eye on my general, so yeah, I'll have
I
to.
think it's
get
the
better at
fact
that.
that we've removed the general's icon from the minimap, so people always tend to forget how far away their general is from like the actual action. And I sometimes forget that I have my general like near an ally or something like that, and then like my ally starts retreating and my general's like the thing at the front line. I'm like, oh fuck, didn't even notice it. But yeah, okay, so we have Polish Lancers, Krakus Regiment, Lithuanian Lancers, and 9th Lancers. There's also more Lithuanian Lancers on the side there. So that's 5 units of Cav, pure Lancers already, and one of them's behind you.
Yeah.
I think your
They're
life
going
guards
to,
are definitely going to take
all of
them
them. Okay,
Yep.
I'm afraid that I'm so afraid that the Poniatowski's Cossacks are just gonna charge and rout my lifeguards of horse that I bring in my dragoons and my hussars to try to trap them in.
Yes,
And
I see this.
it does work, but it's so sloppy. It's a kind of a sloppy maneuver, to be honest.
Yeah.
You'll see why.
I think it's because kind of on the fly. But yeah, the Poniatowski's going in for a charge, I think. But are you running? Yeah, you're running away.
Yeah, they won't charge.
They want to go in for a
They
charge.
won't charge for some reason. They just run away. Yeah, but they just run away.
No. They run away instantly because they see the dragoons. They would go in for the charge if it was only the lifeguard, the horse. Yep. It's because they realize they're outnumbered. They can go in for a charge. They might wipe out half of the lifeguards. But yeah, here you go.
And it's here. Did you see they're going for the forest, but little do they know I'm moving up the SARS from the forest, so they're basically trapped.
Oh, yep. Here we go. Here come your hussars. The guard de corps.
Yep, and I shattered the unit.
Yeah, so many of them get stuck.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
They're forced back into the melee because half their comrades are in it. And then half of them turn back away because they're trying to get out. They're wavering. That's it for them.
And let's see. Yeah, but he's. I'm pretty soon. Did you see all of those lancers, like the Polish lancers?
Yes.
They're all going to be on the. On my left side
This
soon.
building
Yeah, I
has
see that.
fallen
Very
to
soon.
the enemy.
We see a couple right now. The Lithuanian, the 9th.
Yep. And that basically like it keeps my cavalry from doing anything useful because I have to keep them near my artillery.
Yes.
So yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's good defensive maneuver, I think.
I've also moved. If you look on the.
Yeah,
What?
sorry. I was going to say the French 3-pounder on that hill is a bit ineffective. Even though they have an unlimbered, I think they realize they shouldn't. Oh, they're unlimbering right now. But it's going to reach almost nothing. I think it's just going to be able to reach the tree line, and that's about it. But yeah, sorry, what you're saying.
It will become useful because I'm a. Yeah, I'm. If you look down the forest,
your
you can
lights?
see I have 2 lights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, the scout. I'm very soon just going to engage and then retreat when my line comes down the forest to assault. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see how Bizark's doing.
He has.
He definitely has more skirmishers than me.
I really like that he's got those Jaegers all the way behind. That's quite useful. I've noticed with these FCN maps, there is heaps of opportunities for crazy flanking maneuvers just because they're so large, which is pretty cool. He has to watch out for his general, I think. Oh no, he has units in front of it. That's fine. What's that shooting?
So yeah.
So you and Bizark, are you splitting apart or are you trying to stick together at this moment?
I to be honest, I had no idea what the Bizark was trying to do at the moment, but I wanted him to meet up with my line and then assault down the hill, because if you look, there's like barely anything on that hill. So plan was to knock out the French and then take on the Polish with all our lines. But yeah.
The Polish artillery is showing up now. And a bit of mistake from the Polish player is you can tell they have highlighted both the units and selected both the units together. And that's why 2 cannons are super close together. 1 cannonball could wipe out those 2 cannons and then destroy both those units. Do you know what I mean? I've seen it happen plenty of times before. And it's always best to spread out your artillery. Like, you can make grand batteries, but at least have room in between them. Oh, and there's also friendly fire happening because of it. Do you see that? One of the guns just at the 12-pounders of the Polish. There's friendly fire happening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's because the units are too close together. You're receiving a lot of fire back at your 12-pounder. You've already lost your limbers. It's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, but yeah, luckily I won't lose my 12-pounders in this game.
No, that's good. Your 12-pounder is in a great spot as well.
Yeah.
Really solid. Your howitzer, again, is in a really nice spot. Where is your 3-pounder? Is that crawling somewhere? Oh, it's just up here for now.
Yeah, it's very close to the house.
Yeah.
My plan was to march down as quickly as possible and gain a foothold there using the 3-pounder to really repel any attacks, and then just continue to push.
Yeah. That's really good. I like the French artillery.
It kind of worked, but
yeah.
The
one problem with the French artillery is the howitzer is a bit exposed. Do you get what I mean? Like, you could very easily counter-arty that howitzer if you had the right angle.
Yeah, I know.
Where is Bizark moving his artillery? So he has a 7-inch howitzer moving there for now. A 3-pounder up at the forest edge, and his 12-pounder is already firing. Okay. His 12-pounder is at a bit of a sharp angle, but I guess it works. I'm just worried about it hitting the trees. It's obscuring half the French there.
Oh yeah. Can cannibals hit like trees, or do they
no, they tend to stop when they hit trees. And especially that's why it's like bad to set them up in forests and stuff like that. You always want to set them on the outskirts of a forest.
As you can see now, I'm now beginning to really maneuver my army down to try to do a general assault.
Yeah, but you also have the Polish cavalry plus a bit of French showing up on your flank. It's not cool.
Yeah,
yeah,
I know, it's super annoying.
Nah, this is a good approach, because I think both of you realize, like, oh, we are both looking at the entirety of the French player. Let's both move in on him. Because yeah, Bizark is now setting up for that as well. Bizark is extremely vulnerable because he's going down in an open field, in a way.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what is he doing? I told him to try. Like when I was going down, I was like, bro, can you go down with me so we can attack? I mean, he did go down just a little later than I wanted. So
Yeah. There's Mamelukes that were charging at something and then stopped. Oh shit, they're going for the 3-pounder, I think. Do you see the Mamelukes going for Bizark's 3-pounder? Oh, no, they
yeah,
run
oh,
back.
shit.
That's fine.
Good. Yeah, that's good.
So yeah,
Isaac
you...
is
Sorry. What were you saying?
no, it's good. What were Bizark's is already commencing attacking down in the forest here.
Yep.
You see?
And yeah, you've already lined up.
He
You're
he
ready. You're
dismounted
just
his-
waiting for Bizark, aren't you?
Yeah, kinda.
Meanwhile, the Polish have shown up now.
Yeah, and now that we see that they're basically on the other side of the map, we can if we take on the French by storm fast enough, we might be able to, do a defeat in detail,
100%.
which is what we're trying to do right now.
Yep. It's definitely the right approach. Dude, Bizark's position is really strong because the overshooting is going to start whittling just the reserve units all the way up the hill. Because if you look at the French lines, you can see like very inconsistent death lines, and that's just because so many men, as they're marching, are dying from the overshots.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez.
I think now I'm really beginning. Now I'm marching my men down to really attack.
Yep. French shooting at you. There you go, your outcrops. They've begun firing. I think they've honed all their guns to start firing at your lights.
Yeah. And I set up here and basically do a point blank valve, which breaks these two units, and then I try to advance on the guns. One mistake I saw the French doing when I begin advancing for the guns, they didn't switch to canister. They actually began limbering up the guns, which was a mistake, I think.
Yeah. It might have been a misclick, you never know, because the buttons are semi-close. But here you go running.
Yeah.
As they start walking back, and then what? You just blitz them?
Yep.
Oh
They're
my
gonna
god,
rout.
those units break. It's because
That's
their backs are
beautiful.
facing just
love
so many units at once. Jesus Christ.
Yep. I love seeing French people die.
Well, I think the reason why they actually limbered up is because they had no infantry nearby to protect their guns. And I bet they're screaming at the Polish player like, holy shit, hurry up, get like infantry near my guns. I have nothing there to protect it. I bet
Yeah.
France was thinking that you would have been facing mostly Poland, and now Poland's realizing, like, oh my god, I have to move my whole army to hit Sweden before he's going to crush France. This is great.
Oh yeah, that might. So yeah, Poland starts really now they start moving. So and we realize like we don't have much time.
Yep.
So we need to really push.
Put the pressure on. I think Bizark needs to make the push out of the forest. The French are not going to move up at all. They're just going to sit there.
Yeah. I was so busy micromanaging. Like I don't think I looked at Bizark at all. But yeah, he did a pretty good job mopping up the French here. He won the battle here, if I'm gonna spoil it. But yeah. Also, if you look to the very right, like edge of the map, you can see he's moving up a few like 4 Swedish battalions to outflank the French.
Yeah, wow. This is great. Again, I think he needs to start putting the pressure on. I know he wants to take out that 3-pounder before he advances, but he needs to at least start marching towards where the carabiners are and those grenadiers. because you're doing a great job pushing.
Yeah.
You're really putting the pressure on. And you're able to hold off Poland. Poland is going in for a really sloppy advance, and that's because he's, you know, mispositioned. He has to reshift his whole line, reform. And wow, yep. So Byzak going for revenge, going right after Prince Poniatowski. Very, very greedy, but close one there.
Greedy indeed.
Yes, but it was worth it because it's the cav that he like maneuvered all the way behind. Speaking of cav maneuvering behind, there are 9th Lancers about to run into your dragoons, I think. Have a look.
Yeah, I saw that just in time, so I began moving them away.
I bet the Polish player didn't act quick enough because Micro, obviously, he had to maneuver so many units for France. But yeah, Byzak's now doing the great thing. He has moved everything out and down, but he has inconsistent lines. Well, actually, one of the units has already retreated, but he has really inconsistent lines that the morale is breaking a whole lot for some reason. Not good.
Not good indeed.
And also, obviously, he's facing uphill. So are you, but still.
Yeah. I begin setting. Yeah, I begin firing my 3-pounder and hoping for the best, because it's really hard. It's hard to actually find a good target. So I just find something to target and hope that the 3-pounder actually hits them. Let's see.
Alright, first one, and they go overhead. They go somewhere.
Yep.
Here come your lifeguard horse.
And I actually, if you
your lifeguard horse pussyfoots
they
out
form
of there.
square and like.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, goes in for the, 6 fucking squares. Oh, look, that friendly fire from the Polish, I think. Uh-oh. Too many squares too close to each other. That ain't good.
Indeed.
So yeah, you've secured your vulnerable spots entirely, that Poland is just going to have to waste Micro trying to crack into it. And at the same time, it means you can focus Micro on the main part of the battlefield. So yeah, Poland is completely replacing the French lines. The French have retreated their artillery up to the crest of the hill, I think, yep. It's not looking good for them. It just looks like France doesn't have enough reserves. Do you know what I'm saying? It feels like they took a really small army for some reason.
Yeah, I know. It feels like where is the rest of the French army?
Yeah. We do have French carabiners chasing down your Byzak's Jaegers at the moment in the forest. I think he's going to go for his 3-pounder. I hope not. I hope he gets canister ready for it. Nah, the carabiners run out of there. Okay, so the Polish have decided to start charging you. I think they're confident by their numbers that, like, oh, we can bust with the Swedish. But they break on impact with grenadiers against normal line infantry. That's really unfortunate. That's not good at all for a Polish player.
Good. Unfortunately, that line unit will rout very soon anyways, so...
Yeah. They are taking the most fire.
Yeah.
So I think the carabiners... what's his name? Byzak's carabiners just took out the 3-pounders. Yep, 3-pounders on the hill there. That's one less arty for the French.
If you looked back to me and the Polish, he's charging in Lancers.
Oh yeah, I see that. On your left
and
flank is starting to crumble as well. You've got mixed match lines. And the Crackers Regiment going in for the line infantry. Do they bust through?
I think they end up... Yeah, they did bust through, but they left themselves.
Oh, their rear is completely open. Yep.
Yeah, so Yeah, I drive cav into the side and I route them.
That's cool. So they're gone. There's Cracker's regiment. He goes in for the lancers into the back of your line infantry, I think it is. Near your artillery.
Yeah, but
Oh, he just
So
stops. Why does he stop right in front?
But I
And
square in time.
yeah,
so
it's because his micro is so all over the place. Obviously, he's missed the charge. He would have moved the unit right in front of it and then gone in for a charge. Oh, that's really rough.
yeah.
Okay, you've done the right thing.
Yeah.
You've maneuvered. You're running back into the forest. You realize there's too many Polish for you to deal with. Fall back into the forest, but
Yeah,
fixate on France. Yeah, that's really good. Bizarre and the French player are really going back and forth on the right side. But Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's intense. Like I actually like Bizark did most of the heavy lifting here because without him, I wouldn't. I don't think I would have won at all.
Yeah.
To be honest.
You have to. What's amazing, and you always have to take into consideration, is you don't have a general. Literally from the start of the game, you don't have a general. So the fact that your men are holding on so well is just something else. It's really good, man.
Yeah, I know. I think if I had my general, I would have been able to at least hold on and maybe help them defeat the French a bit faster. But here we are.
Damn, the Polish just drew one
One
big line.
complaint I have about this. Yeah.
Polish gave up on micro, as you can
One
tell.
complaint I have about this game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, jeez.
Our men are running, sir.
Oh, and they're firing. Look, the cannons are firing into the Polish lines.
Oh
the
no.
6-pounder, foot artillery.
Yeah,
Look.
it's because obviously France is so fixated on the left side. Jesus Christ, he can't focus on all his arty on the right side.
No. One complaint about I have about this is like the forest combat. It's like it's so difficult, not because it's like it obscures everything.
Our men are
Yeah.
running,
Like
sir.
even like the unit icons. So
That is definitely
I guess
the
that's like-
only consistent complaint about the FCN maps is as good as they are, and as much as we love dense forests, they are far too dense just to play in, you know. And as you said, it's definitely really annoying not being able to see
I mean-
unit cards. So like just for your own units, you forget them, and then you also can't even see enemy units as well.
I lose both. I think I lose both of
Our
my
men are
cavalry
running, sir.
regiments because I tried to charge one of his lancers here.
Okay, I see that. Yeah, the Garde Corps running
Which didn't
away.
end up
Lithuanian
well.
Lancers and 9th Lancers are basically untouched. Only 15 lots from the 9 and 1 from the Lithuanian. Your 12-pounder, I hope it's going to be doing canister soon. I hope those Polish accidentally walk up the hill into range of it. Oh, you already are doing canister. Oh my
that's
god, you already are doing work on them. They're close enough. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, you're doing a full retreat from the middle of the Polish. It's good. It's a good falling back maneuver. Bizark was
One thing that
losing.
happens-
Sorry, yeah. Go.
One thing, very weird thing that happens in this game is that after the I retreat, the Polish just stand around and do nothing for like 20 minutes, and that's like why. Yeah, that kind of wins us the game in the end, kind of almost.
Ah,
'Cause
that the Polish
they just,
didn't
after
pursue.
I retreat, they let me do it.
Because dude, their lines.
Yeah, they didn't pursue. They
are
just
fucking really healthy. There's only like 10, 20 men lost in each unit.
yeah.
Wow.
But what were you gonna say before?
Oh, I was saying that I saw Bizark was losing the right side earlier, like his right flank, but he's brought it back now. He's definitely brought in reinforcements, and he's going to just really work in from this one side. By the looks of it, he's really heavily invested in it. Yeah, he's done the right thing of moved back from the center where it's open. He's losing, and he's just focusing on where he can win. He's making little breakthroughs, but definitely just whittling down that flank because the French are so far away from the rest of their main army. I mean, the Polish and stuff like that. Yeah, the Swedish are probably going to win this really easy. Good use of your sharpshooters back at your 12 pounder. Taking down those 9th Lancers. Oh
Yeah.
my god. That's a bit bullying. No, you're really making...
A little revenge
yeah, no,
for taking my gun.
well, not even revenge. It's just making... you're just punishing them for being close.
Yeah.
So what's happening? Holding down spacebar, we see... Okay, you're mostly retreating back to your 12 pounder. That's good. You've let... That's the thing. You've created... like, technically you kind of done a wrong thing of creating this giant gap for Poland to take advantage of, but he just isn't. For whatever reason, yeah, you're right. Poland is
Yeah,
kind of
he's
standing there.
moving.
Maybe they're communicating, trying to figure out damage control. But what the French players should be doing at this moment is fully uncommitting, retreating back behind Poland, and Poland should become the main force, and maybe France could become a tiny flanking force, because France just does not have enough fight left in them.
Yeah. But the 12 pounder, I retreat back to my guns, and and once they actually start coming back into my guns basically save me from being enveloped, because I think the mortars, once I start canistering with the mortars, that basically saves me my entire army.
Yeah. At canister, honestly, I've won so many games purely just because of canister. Just basically, I like to feign some sort of retreat in a way, or pretend that like I'm weak or vulnerable, and get the enemy kind of to walk towards my guns, and that's when they just get punished, you know? Just because it's like, oh, you're so overconfident, thinking that like you're gonna finish me off or whatever, and then I can bite back through that. Uh-oh.
That actually
Watch
happened
out.
here. The Polish.
Uh-oh, your light infantry is walking in front of your canister. Oh no. No friendly fire.
I
that's
turned
fine.
off fire at will when I
Yep.
was doing that, so it's fine. Yeah.
But yeah, what you're saying?
The Polish. Actually, I think it's better if I save it until a little later.
Okay.
I'll not spoil.
No more spoilers.
No more spoilers.
Yep, and we see the Isaac has now crossed that gap. He's now walking uphill. He sees how weak the French are, and the French are now falling back. And only now do the Polish decide it's time to take advantage of the split. You can see 3 units committed to cutting off Bizark from you, and then the rest of his army is going to be fully committed against you. You're going to have such an advantage of the really steep terrain with the forest. It's going to be quite interesting to see this forest fight, if it does happen in here.
Mm-hmm. I think I try pushing their lancers off with my line infantry, if you look, but I forget. I was micromanaging so much, I forget to actually square them. So I think that happens at least. I don't remember. Let's see.
Lithuanian Lancers.
Let's see.
Yeah, here they go. They're charging.
Do I square in time? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you easily square in time. And some unfortunate Lancers go flying. That sucks for the Lancers. And sorry, you said it was Sunny Sashimi who was France?
Yep, that's
Yeah.
correct.
And then yeah, Galatia is Galatian is Poland.
Yeah.
France is securing the flank, and I think from the help of the 3 Polish units, also the other flank as well. So I think France is actually going... That charge from Sweden was a bit silly, considering there was nothing to really back it up and it was really weak units. I think it was just really overconfident and was like, oh yeah, I'll just finish off the French right now. this is a really good demonstration of basically timing, you know? Like, if you give your enemy too much time to reform and stuff like that, it's really going to be to your detriment. Because holy shit, I'm looking into the forest now. That forest fight is slowly beginning. And, yeah, it is not looking good for the Polish at all.
I mean, the Polish will rout my line, because if you look behind, they have Lithuanian lancers, and I do square. It's just that I can't see the Lithuanian lancers. I couldn't see them when they went inside the forest, and I didn't want to square literally every single one of my units.
Yep.
So they do actually charge one of the units in the back.
Yeah, I'm seeing right now. So
But somehow
squared
they
the 3.
actually rout after a while.
No. Now they're just getting
Let's
shot in
see.
the back. Now they're going for a different.
Yeah.
They're going. I think they actually might be going for the arty. Oh, you get a direct hit from your artillery on them. That's great.
Glorious victories.
Yeah. And they charged right into a unit and broke it into the rear. That is really rough. And then you lose those units on the right side, I think, because they were all squared.
Yeah, because of them, yeah, I lose basically half of my line almost. So I'm forced to go back to my guns and rely on them to keep the line.
So Poland really pulled that one through purely because of his cavalry. That's great.
Yeah.
Forcing you into square, reducing your firepower, and then also hitting a unit that you just didn't look at, couldn't see, and wasn't squared. Luckily for Bizark, the 3 units of Polish have completely ignored micro, and they're just moving now again, because obviously the micro is so intense in the forest. So he's had time to, I think, yeah, slowly work the French down. This is really close for Bizark, everything considered.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. I see the French beginning to break. Back to your battle. Those Lithuanian lancers are just going to be a menace near you. Are you pulling out entirely of the forest now? Seems
Yeah,
like
I'm pulling back to my guns and to hope. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
to canister them and stuff like that. It is the only risk as well is obviously they're going to be in the forest. They're going to have cover when they shoot you. That's about it though.
One good thing is if you look to my line, you see that there's a hill separating the forest and them. So they basically forced to come very, very close.
Oh
close.
yeah, the very crest of the hill. Yeah, they have
basically take a point blank.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that. Just the steepness of the hill is insane.
So I turned off, and when I noticed that, I turned off fire at will and waited for them to come up.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Just because you really want to get that fully devastating volley, you don't want to waste your first initial volley on like 5 guys who are just at the crest, you know. Bizark's just winning this melee, I think. Yep, he's won it.
Yeah.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
And it's pretty much polished off most of the French here. That's it. Galatian has to remove his 3 units that were dedicated against Bizark. He lost one of them. Oh! He's charged Lithuanian Lancers into the 12-pounder crew. And they're probably going to go for the 7-pounder because nothing's protecting it. That's a bit unfortunate losing his artillery like that. Oh, he's actually lost the melee. A little bit. He's losing his 3-pounder now. He's going to lose his Jaegers probably. That's really annoying. You actually had 2 units come back as well. Oh, 3 units come back on your
Yeah, and
far right.
Yeah, and those 3 units were basically instrumental for keeping me basically not my entire army routing.
Yeah.
Because you'll see.
Hope you do some sneaky maneuvers.
Unfortunately, I think 2 of those will get routed by Lithuanian, Lancers. I hate Lancers.
Lancers, they are really strong, but again, they're glass cannon. As soon as they are in combat and they've done their initial, like, super strong charge, pardon me, they are actually, like, next to useless. They have terrible defense and terrible offense, and usually semi-shitty morale. So, prolonged engagement, they are nothing, you know? That's basically the trick if you want Lancers. You're gonna have to take a hefty hit, but if you can trap them and then fully working them down, and like within like their 3-minute recharge, then you're good to go. Because it's I think it's like a 2 to 3 minute timer until they can deliver their full charge bonus again of like plus 50.
Yeah.
Bizark's struggling with this one against the French. They are not going down without a fight. Charles Riel literally has 5 guys left and is just fighting on the Swedish because he's facing his ass.
It's at this point it's at this point I fully retreat to Nanr and let it do the work because I cannot win against these Polish lines. They're so thick.
Yeah, there's
like,
so
it's,
many
like,
healthy,
impossible.
thick lines. I just don't get it. How'd the Polish lose like next to nothing?
Yeah.
Your howitz is doing really good work on them.
I think the howitzer's gonna rack up around like 250 kills.
Yep.
In this game.
What about your 12-pounders? They're probably heaps. They already got 4 chevrons.
Yeah, they got also like.
Oh
around
no! So
200
your
kills,
2
but
units
they
to the
weren't
left of the 12-pounder broke, and now you're quickly running in the line infantry. You got to quickly square it, but you got to lose your sharpshooters. They've had enough of your sharpshooters, haven't they? Fucking hell. That really sucks.
I didn't get why they didn't go directly for my 12-pounder stuff instead of my sharpshooters.
I think
weird, I think
they thought they couldn't make it. If they committed, they probably would have been able to take it out. Obviously, still losing their Lithuanian Lancers. That was kind of a given they were going to lose their Lancers, so if you kind of are in that situation, might as well go for the charge and try to take out that 12-pounder.
Yeah.
Oh, you've really distracted and disrupted just the consistency of their lines of Poland with your 3 units. Like making them into like a V shape. It's going to cause the overshooting to shoot the back of like the other line infantry, which is going to be terrible for morale.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bizark has accomplished his goal. There's a 6-inch howitzer out in the open. He probably needs to do something to take that out. But yeah, wow. He can just clean up and throw whatever he has left into the back of Poland. Yep, here go the Lancers, the Lithuanian Lancers, into those 2 units. You lost one of your line infantry. You square the Lifeguard battalion. I think they're fine.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
And yeah, that little V shape I was talking about, where the Polish got trapped into. Look at that. There are 3 of the units are now breaking. It was the units that were getting shot in the rear as well.
Yeah. At this point, I'm getting too overconfident, and I was like, oh, the Polish, they must be very weak now.
So you go towards the
I
forest.
decide to march my. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a terrible mistake by my part. You'll see why.
Yeah, I see a lot of Polish in the forest. Oh god.
There will be a lot more. Like I don't see why they march up more of the reserves initially. I guess it was a trap. Maybe he tried to do, but you'll see. Like that was a terrible mistake by my part.
Hmm. Oh, it probably wasn't a trap. It was just positioning. Probably the best spots where he wasn't losing men.
Dead, sir.
Oh, you have a random unit of line infantry looking at the Lithuanian lancers. Are they going? Oh, let out a volley of the Lithuanian lancers, but they just fucking got clobbered.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
The entire unit is dead, sir.
I'll like every time I try to do that, I always fail because I'm so busy microing. If you look to the right again, you'll see I'll try to do that again, but I'll just get clobbered. You see?
Yep. The other Lithuanian lancers, and then that's rough. It all comes down to timing. I always have to like square 5 seconds in advance just because I know my Australian connection is super laggy. But yeah. Man, it is really annoying because you really do want to let off a volley then square. I know exactly what you want to do because it just adds so much damage to them, but I think it's always best to just immediately go into square.
Yeah.
Alright, your howitzer is doing a really good job at fucking off the Polish from the forest. Same with your 12-pounder.
Yep.
Yep, really solid. I almost feel like the Polish should...
And here...
Pardon?
No, that's fine.
What are you going to say? And here's what?
You can continue.
Okay. Well...
Here's where I walk into the trap.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, yeah.
I try to...
You get to the crest of the hill, and then they all volley. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
I was going to say, I feel like the Polish are counting on you to walk into him. If that makes sense. And I feel like what the Polish should have done is probably uncommitted everything, gone back around, and you see the house behind you and the windmill? Where his Lithuanian lancers are, they have 26 left in them?
Yeah.
Yeah. He should have probably approached from up here and then walked towards you that way. I don't know. I feel like that would have worked out better for him. Just a different angle of approach. Because, oh my god, yeah, those 9th Lancers did a number on you just then. Jesus Christ. So yeah, you're really, really betting on, counting on Bizark to come save you now. Bizark only has so much though. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, Jesus, he barely has anything left. And yeah, so now that all his lines are out, I decided, no, I can't take this, and I begin retreating back to the howitzer again.
Our men are running, sir.
That's the best thing to do. Just stick to your cannons. And always use your cannons as like a anchor point and just work around from them. Like always make sure the cone of fire can face the enemy, and like just your line shooting will always stop them from getting too close to your cannons. It's really fun. Just making them drop now. Yep, they break from the canister. The Legion Polonaise. Lithuanian line run away as well. Canister's no joke.
Indeed.
You're gonna target that line infantry with your howitzer canister. Go.
Let's see here.
A bit of a high shot. Accidentally went over the light infantry.
Yeah. Oh, and Lithuanian lines were behind me and wrote the one, I think, yeah, here.
Yep. Oh my god. Galatian has made such great use of his cavalry. Do you know what I mean? Really, really good
Yeah,
use
I
of his
know.
cav. Like, saved it for ages as well. Like, dude, so often people, like, lose all their cavalry within, like, the first 5-10 minutes of a game. And that's just kind of shitty. Dude, 5 chevrons on your 7-inch howitzer. I mean, 7-pounder.
Jesus.
That's a lot of kills.
Indeed. And at this point, the Polish, see, they can't assault me with my cannon there, so they try to go around my cannon.
Yep.
And what I do to counter that is to just go, follow, just swivel around my cannon.
Yeah, exactly. You use the cannon as an anchor point. That's exactly what I was saying before. And
Yeah.
I also realized this Polish must be in the shits right now because, oh my god, the Swedish have come behind me. So now I'm attacking both the Swedish and is actually fully surrounded now, almost. That really sucks for him.
Yeah.
He can't do anything because you've positioned your whole army around your cannons. So it's completely devastating for him. Really good for you.
Yeah.
Dude, Bizark has super, super thin lines and is still pulling through. That's amazing. Because look how thick the lines are of the Polish in the forest that he's facing.
Yeah, I know. It's like, man, yeah, it's like, it's a miracle Bizark survived long enough.
Literally.
Yeah, but I think I managed to kill all of his lancers, and now that I knew that my artillery was safe, I began trying to march like 1 or 2 battalions down to help him.
Yep.
And really speed up the demise of the Polish.
Yep. And look again with your 7-pounder. Exactly doing the exact right thing. Just swiveling with the gun. It's perfect. Because those 4 units of Polish are now actually cut off from the rest of their main force. And I feel like the one thing that could have saved the Polish, and obviously would have made them super vulnerable, but would have been to charge Bizark. They get the downhill advantage, do you know what I mean? Into the Swedish.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that could have had a chance of saving him. Finish off Bizark, then go back to facing you. But you could have just responded by charging his rear and then they get sandwiched. Which would have most likely been the outcome.
I'm sorry, I had to talk to some people. I'm back.
Yep.
Yeah, but I like these kinds of battles because with these kinds of battles, it's not really decided until the,
Pardon?
you know.
Until the what?
I like these kind of battles because the outcome, like who wins, it's not decided until the very, very end, like maybe 5 minutes
Oh, yeah.
left.
It's extremely close in this one, for sure. It could have gone 1 or 2 ways, you know.
Yeah.
Yep. So Galatian's cutting his losses against those units that were swiveling around the 7-pounder. You are now committing everything against the main force of Galatian.
Yeah.
It looks like Bizark's going to go in for a charge, maybe. Because you are going in for a charge from the top.
No, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think...
Alright, you break that unit. There's a unit that's squared Desperation. Yeah, you're basically doing defeat in detail. You're just cutting off 1 unit at a time, destroying them. Onto the next.
Yeah. But yeah, at this point the battle is basically decided. So I need to go. I need to go eat more. So
Yep.
I can leave you here.
Oh, no worries, man.
That's fine.
Yeah, I just say your goodbyes. Who you are, what you do in this world.
I'm Nanr. I'm Nanr. I'm addicted to FCN. Bye.
All right, man. Have a good one. See ya. So, seems like Galatian has no other choice but to march those units. Oh no, I think they're gonna get canistered or not. There is not much left of the Polish. Just some line. Really liking these maps, but as mentioned before, probably lessen the forest density. Other than that, they're perfect. I'm actually a really big fan of these extreme angles. Props to our map creators. I just speed it up here, and we can see the results. Alright, well, looking at the numbers, it seems about 9,300 up against 8,900. Or close to just 9,000 really. So, very close army sizes. Very close kills as well. Great results from the artillery. Really good use of the artillery. Props to Nanr for that. Really good work, mate. And yeah, that'll be about it for this one. Thank you very much, and have a good one. Bye-bye.